Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am excited to film today. I'm going to be filming a monthly reset, which I've done on my channel a few times here. It is the end of June, beginning of July, and so July starts on Monday actually, which is kind of a good day for that to start, a new month to start. I wanted to film a reset, doing all those things this weekend. It is Saturday. Today is my weekly reset day anyways, but it's gonna be a full month and week reset. I want to goal set, map out my new almost like bullet journal for my notebook that I use to plan everything. I want to lay out my new calendar, physical and digital, and I want to lay out my TBR for the month and also clean my space. And then I also am going to just do an everything shower, which I do every week, every month type of thing. Like, it's a part of my reset for the week and for the month because it's just such a refreshing thing to do. So yeah, we're gonna do all those things, and I also am thinking about filming some more book related videos on here because that is something that I love so much. It's truly become a huge part of my life, and I love watching videos related to booktube and books, and I've always wanted to, for a long time now, film videos like that, but I wasn't sure if it was where I was really wanting to kind of niche my content. So I'm still trying to think about that, but I thought I would start small, and in this monthly reset, I think I'm going to sit down and go over what I read in June with you guys, and then tell you what I want to read in July. So I think we're going to add that into this video, and let me know if you like it. Let me know your opinion on that. Feel free. I'm happy to hear whatever you have to say. And yeah, so I just want to film this reset. I'm excited to reset. I love resets. They're so fun for me. My weekly reset I honestly look forward to. So I'm really excited, and yeah, we're gonna get started with our day. It's still morning, and basically all I've done today is take my dog on a walk. So I would still like to do my Bible study, and then because I'm intermittent fasting, which I mentioned in my last couple videos, I still have about an hour or so till I will be eating my first meal. So I'm just gonna do my Bible study and maybe just scroll on Pinterest and chill. It's Saturday. I finally finished my last term for college yesterday, and I'm taking 2 months off just for kind of like a summer break. And just a break in general because I've been kind of really unmotivated, and I wasn't sure whether or not I'd go all the way through the summer. I've taken summer classes since I started college, so this will be my first break since high school, and I just really think I could use it, so we're gonna be doing that, and I'm really excited. So we're just gonna chill, we're gonna take it easy. I've been crafting a lot lately, making like patchwork t-shirts and a sweatshirt, so maybe I'll show you guys that as well. But anyways, we're just gonna have a chill but productive day and weekend and get ready for the new month, and I'm really excited. So I'm excited to take you guys along. guys, so now I am back to show you the book portion of this video and show you what I read in June and then what I hope to read in July. So I keep a book journal. It just looks like this, and I keep track of what I read each month, and I typically average like 4 to 5 books a month, but last month I kind of started out the month in a book slump, so I didn't really start reading faster and more until halfway through June. And these are the books that I read. So I did read about close to half of Crime and Punishment because I was trying to read it for one of my friends because she loves it, and that's kind of what was putting me in the slump. So I've taken a break from that for now, reading this, and then maybe I'll go back to it when I'm feeling like it. I did get pretty far into it, but I had to stop because I just didn't want to be in a slump anymore, and I just felt like it was going to get worse. So I switched over to read The Gilded Cage, which is the second book in the Prison Healer trilogy. And I read The Prison Healer, I think in like April. So I went in and I started reading this, and it was really good. It was kind of slow at the start, but then it really picked up and I really loved it. I love the main characters in this book, and I feel like in this second book you get a lot of the other surrounding characters besides just the one main character and maybe 2 or 3 next to her. You get more insight into all the characters, and some really strong and sweet relationships are grown in here, and a lot of found family, and I love it so much. And as with all of Lynette Noni's books, as far as the Prison Healer trilogy, by 3/4 of the way through, they really pick up and you just can't stop reading. So I read this book really fast, and I really enjoyed it. I believe I gave this book 4 stars. Yeah, I had to look back, but I gave this book 4 stars because it was so good. And then right after that, I immediately had to go into the third and final book, which is The Blood Trader. And this I literally read in 2 days because this whole entire book was like gripping me because I just needed to know what was going to happen, how the series was going to end, especially with how The Gilded Cage ended. I just had to continue and figure out what was going to happen, and I loved this book. I rated this book 5 stars, and it just really wrapped up the series well. I loved the development with the characters and how things ended up for them, and the found family that occurred, and the resolutions that occurred, and everything. I really enjoyed this book, and I read it so fast, so that was really good. And then the last book I completed this month, although I have started some other books this month that will just kind of carry into July, but the last book I fully completed was Nora Goes Off Script. Now, I've been seeing a lot about Annabelle Monaghan from booktubers online and different things, and how people are kind of getting back into her books. She just released Summer Romance, which I'm really excited to read, and that's going to come up for July. But I wanted to try out her books, and this was the one I had heard most recently about, and I heard a lot of good things about it. It's very short, which I actually really liked, and I really enjoyed it. I gave this 4 stars. It was just a really good story. I loved the characters. I loved the love that occurred in this book and the maturity of it. And there was no like explicit content, no spice. And it was just really good. I really enjoyed it, and I liked the pace of it, especially because it was so short. And so I'm really excited to get into the rest of her books, and I honestly would love to just read them now. So I'm excited to read her books, and especially her new release. But yeah, those are the books that I read in June. I did start a couple days ago a novel love story, and I picked this up after Nora Goes Off Script. But this will be going into July because I'm only about 56 pages in, and tomorrow's the last day of July, or I mean June. So this will be a July read, but I am enjoying it so far. It's definitely, I feel like, I mean, I've only read The 7-Year Slip, which I really like that book. This one's taking a bit of a different tone, but it's still good. I'm kind of in the middle right now. I just have to get farther in to decide whether or not this is going to be a book I love. But anyways, I love the cover. It's gorgeous, and it was just released, so I'm excited to read it and see what everybody else thinks about it and everyone else's reviews. Let me know if you've read it, and don't spoil anything. I mean, by the time you see this video, I'll probably be done with it, but yeah, this is my current read. And I also did start the audiobook for Home is Where the Bodies Are. It's a crazy title, but I heard about this book and it sounded really interesting, and so I wanted to try it. Usually I do audiobook and physical book for all of my reads. I switch back and forth. So like when I'm doing chores or I'm walking, I will listen to it on audiobook, and then whenever I have time, I'll read my books physically. But this morning I just really wanted to start reading that, and I do prefer thrillers and mysteries on audio rather than physically reading them. So I started that a little bit, and I also downloaded it on my Kindle. So I think I may kind of switch between that. I'm kind of in the mood for it. I feel like during the summer I like using my Kindle, especially for thrillers. So we'll see where we get with that, but I did start the audiobook this morning. But yeah, as far as my July TBR, I do have it written down and ready. I'm not sure completely all the books I want to put on it, but I do have some already set in stone that I know I want to try and read this month. And so definitely the first one is going to be Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is her next release, the book after Powerless, and after her novella. Her Powerless and then Powerful, the novella. So it's her second book in her, I think it's going to be a trilogy, and I absolutely loved Powerless. I rated it 5 stars. It is one of my favorite books, probably of all time, and I loved it. So that is releasing next Tuesday, July 2nd, and I'm going to go to Barnes on Tuesday and get that book and start reading it immediately. I'm so excited. And then obviously a novel love story I want to finish. And then I do think I want to read Same Time Next Summer and Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan, like I just talked about. I'm going on vacation this month. I will be going camping on the coast with my family. So I love bringing books that week because I get so much reading done, and I do kind of like them to be summery. So I think I'll at least bring Summer Romance on that trip and maybe read those books. And then finally, the other book that I have on my radar right now is Past, Present, and Future, which is the sequel to, I think it's like Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, or something like that. It's a young adult romance. I read it a couple years ago and I did really enjoy it at the time. I think now my taste would have changed, although I think it's still a really good book. But I do want to read that because it's a sequel, kind of like Better Than the Movies is having Nothing Like the Movies coming out this year. That's kind of what Past, Present, and Future is for Today, Tonight, Tomorrow. So I would like to read that just because I enjoyed that book so much a couple years ago, and I think it'd just be a fun, quick read. So I'm excited for that, and I think I will be reading that this month as well. But yeah, that is my, I guess, June wrap up and my July TBR, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This was kind of a slower reading month for me, but also a really good one, to be honest. I had a lot of good reads and I really enjoyed it. And I'm definitely not in a slump anymore. Right now I'm feeling very rejuvenated as far as reading goes. So I'm excited to see what July holds as far as that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little bookish section, and I hope that I am possibly going to start making more videos like this. We will see, but let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Now I have done my journal layout for the month in my notebook that I like to set up every month, and I think I showed you guys clips of what I did. Every month I just like to do, mainly for fun, a like cover page for the month, so July, and then I have goals, and then a TBR, which is also kind of just for fun. I never used to do these. And then kind of like a list of things I want to do that are just kind of fun and I can do with my friends. And then I also track like my spending, so I have that on there. But now, I'm kind of out of breath, I'm gonna do my physical calendar. So as you guys know, and you may have seen in other videos, I've been using this like paper hanging calendar literally since, let's see, August of last year, and I did not realize that it ended in June. So I went ahead and got a new one yesterday, and Target luckily still had these, and they're only $6.99, something like that. So I'd definitely recommend go checking these out. I have them linked in my LTK, but this is going to be from July of this year to, I assume, June of next year. So this is gonna be my first month in this new calendar, and I'm going to just do what I usually do and lay out everything I have going on this month on the calendar, and it'll hang above my desk. So we're gonna go through and see what we can write down. A lot of times it takes a couple week or two for me to really know what I have going on for the month or if things come up, but I can at least get a basis down of what I know is coming. So we're gonna do that. All right, so I finished my calendar. It wasn't too hard. I just have like normal things, like I babysit weekly. I have church obviously weekly. We do different things on different Sundays in the month for church. 4th of July, I have vacation, and then my church has like VBS that week. So it's all laid out. And so I'm gonna hang this on my wall now, and that'll be my new calendar. And we will throw away the old one. And I also just got a coffee. My lovely mother brought me home a coffee. So I will be drinking this. And next I will probably plan content for this week, maybe this month, and maybe like brainstorm some book content. I also need to write some thank you cards from something. And yeah, I cleaned up my room. There's not too much else to do. I do want to clean Camper's bed because of course he had an accident on it today. But yeah, I think that's kind of all. I don't have a lot more. I do want to reset my wallpaper for my desktop, make a Pinterest board for July, which I will update you guys on. I did start my Pinterest board for the week, which if you guys have watched me before, you know that I make a Pinterest board for every week and every month, just to kind of make me feel inspired, give me ideas. I save like Instagram ideas, photo ideas, stuff like that, and just all over kind of do a mood board. It's just fun and it's motivating. So yeah, I think that's what I'll be up to for the rest of the day. And then I'm gonna shower, of course, wash my hair, shave, do all those things, and I will get back to you guys when something happens.
From far away she looks so good. Grew up in the same neighborhood, and that's how to rub salt in the wound. Spend a few hours on the reservoir. Never broke a bone, so I'm gonna try hard to prove you wrong. That I'm not who I used to be. I'm not living at 17. Let's go! Feet away, she's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive, so come close. And I know why you said it, 'cause I'm reading every word in your voice. Now I'm not who I used to be. And maybe it's a good thing, got a good thing coming, it's a good thing that we're not who we used to be. Sometimes I'm a loner. I wish that you lived closer.